We will draw and paint this simple scene in watercolors. You will find these kind of scenes in urban streetscapes, etc. We will be drawing it with pen in a very loose manner, and we will do the watercolors again in a very loose manner. Hi friends, I am Vanidas Mangatil, and let us learn watercolors together. Let us start with a loose pen sketching. I am using a Sailor Fluid pen with a nib angle of 55 degree, and the ink that I am using is platinum carbon ink. Okay, so this is very casual kind of a drawing, not very precise. I'm just trying to capture the essence. That's it. Okay. If you want, you can draw this with pencil also. It doesn't have to be with pen. You can use any waterproof pen. If you are planning to do a watercolor sketch on top of the drawing, you use waterproof pen. Otherwise, it may smudge when you apply water. Very simple, simplified figures. Maybe a guy is sitting here. Maybe another server, another person standing. Okay, a waiter or somebody is serving him, and probably it is a small kind of an eating place. Okay, and maybe there are, I'm just thinking what to add next. Okay, so maybe another guy, maybe he is sitting this side of the table, facing opposite to the first guy, and a chair here maybe. This is drawn from imagination, and I have made this kind of painting and tutorials also earlier. So I thought this is a common subject. Let me make it again. Okay. So I'm just thinking, should we make some more figure or not? Whenever I just put a dot and then don't do anything, I am just thinking. Okay, I'm just thinking. Since it is from imagination or from memory, I am just taking some decision. Okay, right. I think this is fair enough for the beginning. We'll see if we need to add anything later when we start painting. Okay, so this is just the initial plan. Let us take a closer look at this and decide if we should do anything more. I feel that this is not, this has to be slightly, wider, so I corrected it, the umbrella. Okay. Now, I think we are pretty much done with the drawing, the initial plan, and let us mix some colors. So I am mixing little bit of orange and some amount of vermilion red. Okay. Sorry, I am not capturing the full palette. Some orangish red. Okay, it is mostly orange and little bit of vermilion red. The paper that I am using is 100% cotton cold pressed watercolor paper. It's an Indian brand. Okay, 300 GSM paper. You can use any cold pressed watercolor paper, good quality, preferably 100% cotton, because that with 100% cotton I find better results, better wet on wet results. Okay, so this is the umbrella is probably very simplified umbrella. The umbrella is probably done, and we can do some shadows later. Now let us decide what to do next. See, when the sunlight passes through this umbrella, the red light or the orangish light falls on the people underneath. So let us give some orange color for the figures underneath. We will add some other colors later. Okay, so this initial orange color will be seen through, and it will create an illusion that some light is falling through the umbrella. Now let us add some Paynes gray color and create this figure. Okay, and see, these figures are very suggestive. These are not 100% precise, or it is not very accurate kind of a drawing. Okay, so these are just some suggestions. So please pay attention to the overall proportion and overall the posture of the figure. Okay, that is important. So you may have to do a lot of practice to create these figures. Okay, so let us make something some suggestion for the lower body of the people sitting and the legs of the support of the table, etc., the chairs, etc. I think this looks good to me. Okay, I'm adding a little bit of violet and a little Paynes gray mixed and little bit of those warm colors. Okay, so it's a bit of violet, Paynes gray and touch of red, like a kind of a purple that we are making, grayish purple for the shadows. Okay, so whether this shadow is good enough or not, I am not very sure. We may play with the shadows later, but I think at this point this looks convincing. Okay, so let us add one more chair here, maybe a couple of more chair. I'm using a mop brush here. Okay, and if you want you can use pencil or pen to draw these things. Okay, some of these chairs I might cover later. Okay, so I may make somebody sit there or somebody stand there. Right, now let us take little bit of a lavender color. This is a bit of lavender color. This is little bit of an opaque color. So that opaque color, when it is merged with the purplish gray color we have initially marked, it will create some sort of a texture, or it creates an interesting effect. I really like that. You see, everything is kind of merged together now. We are not in a position to distinguish between the lower body of the people sitting and the shadows, etc. And I am using same color for the lavender color for the other figure who is slightly far away, and let us use Paynes gray color for the lower body. Okay, now I think this is fair enough. Okay, very suggestive approach. See, let us see. What about a person standing here? Okay, let us make it little bit more interesting, adding another person. I'm not sure. Let us assume that he is standing, he is looking back. I'm not very sure. I might change the direction later. Okay, so this is a guy standing. Okay, see, the proportion is important whenever you make it. If you are not confident of painting directly, you can always draw and paint. Okay, right, now this looks good. This looks good to me. And let me splatter some colors. Okay, so it's again the lavender color. I just wanted to create some texture, that's it, so that overall it creates some kind of it should look little engaged or little busy kind of thing. Okay, what do you think about the textures created now? To me it makes it overall looking very interesting by adding those lavender textures. Okay, it's a little bit opaque. Some of the conventional watercolorists may not be happy with using opaque colors, but in a controlled way, usage of opaque colors, I like it. I like the kind of textures created by those. Okay, now this is the shadow of the umbrella. That is what I am planning for. Since there is no proper drawing, it might go little wrong here and there, but I don't mind. So these are practices, these are studies, these are not sort of gallery works or museum works. So I am happy to be I'm happy to make little mistakes here and there. I don't like very precise works. A little bit of imperfections, I like it. Okay, I think little bit of hairs for these people. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done. Okay, so what else? What else we need to do? Let us, if you want, you can pause and think what else we need to do. See, this is done without any planning. Some of this is from my memory. The umbrella and people sitting underneath is from my memory. Anything else that we need to do is purely from imagination. So we have to think what we need to do next. So while we are still awaiting for those ideas, let us add some skin tones using thick orange color. This is watercolor orange directly picked from the tube, and I have used a smaller round brush for this, synthetic round brush. Okay, now let us add some red touches here and there to create some kind of a harmony. Okay, right. What do you think? What we need next? If you are liking this video, if you are finding it informative, please do subscribe and press the bell notification so that you get notified for my future videos. If you have any questions or comment suggestion, write them into the comment box below, and please do share this to your artist friends. They may find it useful. Okay, and I'm just adding some shadows for the umbrella. Still, I'm not sure what, if at all, we should add any context around this or not. See, if we need to add any context, should it suggest some kind of a city in the backdrop or something? So let us just create some shape, okay, just some shape, and whether it is some foreign buildings or something, I really do not know. Okay, I'm just creating something in the backdrop so that this may look complete, or it gives a better context for this particular scene. Okay, I think this is good. There is nothing too much, but it looks like a sort of a foreign building. Okay, maybe some darker tones here. Again, it is lavender and little bit of Paynes gray. Okay. So if you're watching this video and if you're deciding to follow it along, I would suggest you first watch it and then understand the process, and then watch it again for following along. I think that will be a better idea. So I have kind of declared it as done, as I have signed it now, and maybe just some splattering to make it little harmonious or little interesting. I'm just thinking, should we add some sort of a suggestion for a tree in the background? I'm just thinking, I'm not very sure. While we take decision on that, let us make some highlights with watercolor whites. Okay. See, most of the background is white color, so we don't need highlights, too much of highlights. Little bit of highlights for separating the elements, etc. Okay. Some minor touches. Please don't do it too much. Okay. Right. I think we don't want to overdo this. Okay. Let us stop the highlight of white, and let us now come back. Should we add any tree somewhere to make it look little bit more interesting? Actually, I'm happy the way it is. Let us splatter something to suggest some trees. Okay, some trees in the background near the building, between the buildings and the umbrella. Just some suggestions. Okay, it is the same color, Paynes gray and a little bit of lavender. And yeah, I think it looks good. I don't know whether it is good or just the building was good. Please do let me know what is your thought. I think we can finish this tutorial here. I don't want to make it even more complex and spoil it. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative, you found it helpful. If you feel so, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. And as I mentioned earlier, if you have any questions, suggestions, write them into the comment box below, and please share it to your artist friend. And finally, if you are finding a hype button when you like the video, please consider pressing the hype button so that it gets wider audience. Thank you very much.